It's 9 p.m. in Djibouti. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have the Minister of National Education has initiated a Citizen Cleaning Day. For the African side, 14 terrorists killed in Egypt after an attack on tourists. For the international scene, Syria rebels ready to release Manchi. Welcome to the newsrooms. As part of the project My School for Me, the MENFOP launched the second day of citizen and community actions of maintenance and cleaning of Djiboutian schools. This Saturday, December 29, 2018, all schools in the countries were the scene of intense work and activities of all kinds, intent to clean first, but also to maintain and beautify the classrooms, administrative blocks and health, as well as courtiers, speakers, walls, parents, teachers, students, but also community leaders and notables from different neighborhoods and cities have all participated in the activities, masonries and carpentries to repair doors and windows, but also furniture and schools infrastructure. At the same time, maintenance and gardening works, as well as painting and tilling and plumbing and electricity were carried out to repair and replace 40 electrical equipment or school furniture used in the administrative blocks, sanitary facilities and classrooms. This second day saw the same popular mobilizations and an unprecedented enthusiasm among parents, teachers and students, but also community leaders and associations who have all hand in the doubt to enhance the satisfactions of the MENFOP, which meets its ambitions of changes and mentalities and attitude in the sense of the schools as a common goods. The participations of the and commitment of the entire community during this second day of community and civic action is a proof of this success, which is confirmed from one day to the next. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohammed Mahamoud, personally participated in civic and community actions at Umbuli Primary Schools 1, where he attended basic schooling. Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mahamoud has got his hand dirty in the various activities of cleaning and gardening, but also digging and repairs and maintenance. It was also a moment of meeting for the minister, who found his former teacher of CM2, but also the former directors of the school, both executive in the MENFOP, as well as many of his classmates. The minister was moved and said he was happy to return to the high place where he received his basic education. He paid tribute to his teacher and his school directors, and also to the entire teaching staff, who are the blacksmith of the nation. According to the official formula of the President of the Republic, the minister has emphasized at length the central role of the teacher, who must transmit knowledge, but also behaviors and state of minds in the citizens, who must remain jealous of republicans' values, such as the conservation and preservation of property public. This is the very meanings of this project, My School to Me, that the Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training has launched, and which aims to train patriotic citizens concerned about common goods. He said, "I am very moved today to find myself in the classrooms where I did CM2 alongside my teacher and my school directors at the time. I feel very proud to be among the artisans of my professional and personal success. I want to pay tribute to the teacher who have a key role in the training of the elite of tomorrow, that is doctor, engineer, even ministers, such as they must transmit not only knowledge and know-how, but also a state of mind and responsible and citizens' behavior. I received my education in these schools as each of us was in a school. It is therefore incumbent on us to take care of these high places where we have each received our dearest education. Through these actions, we parents, teachers, and the entire educational community participate. We hope to develop in our children the feeling of appropriation and preservation of common public goods while developing eco-citizenship. It is in this sense that we have appealed to the educational community, each according to its specialty, in order to make their contribution in terms of maintenance of their schools and to be a concrete example in the ease of our young people. As part of the project My School for Me, launched by the MEFOP, the second day of the community and civic action started today in the capital and interior region. This time, schools in the private sectors took part in this action to clean up and beautify schools. Among these private educational institutions, several were distinguished by the activities they carried out. These include Mandela, Irshad, and Jeanne d'Arc School, which shown by the quality of the actions and the strong community citizen mobilization carried out on the ground. Note that this second day of citizen action, launched this Saturday, December 29, was dedicated, in addition to cleaning and embellishment, maintenance and gardening school. These activities have involved masonry, carpentry, plumbing and electricity, and have made repair to door, windows or other defective school furniture and electrical equipment. Whether seals, painting or tiling work was done at the same time as the cleaning and beautification actions. Momina Mohammed Hassan, Minister of Women and Family, launched the Mutual Community Development Forum on the Addis Ababa region on Thursday, December 27, 2018. Created by decrease, these mutual societies enabled rural populations to get involved in local development projects, to organize themselves to face social risks in solidarity in order to accelerate the resilience and empowerment of women while improving their skills. Life condition. This regional forum brings together the members of the Mutual Management Committee. The objective of this forum is to promote the exchange of experience between mutual in a region. Addis Ababa region have 8 and 8 mutual respectively, representing 16 rural localities. It was also an opportunity for prefecture and regional councils to welcome and encourage these new local development actors for this day. The forum was attended by Momina Mohammed Hassan, the UNFD representative Ms. Rohia Yusuf, and the UNFPA officer Ms. Aisha Ibrahim, the prefect of Dakhil, Mr. Mohammed Sheikh Hassan. No shortage of water is observed in Djibouti, contrary to some malicious information in the international press, particularly through the VOA. This is the conclusions we have established following a series of investigations carried out by our teams in the file of and we with ONIAD. The only things to note in this information was that following press release broadcast on the airwaves of Djibouti and on SMS texts sent to all phones, ONIAD has reduced the flow of water due to the work carried out in the afternoon last Wednesday, and that lasted until the evening of Thursday. In the course of this repair work announced in advance, disturbances were observed on the drinking water distribution network across the city, a situation that returned to normal during the day of Thursday. These facts were confirmed to us by the agents of the ONIAT who led the work as the head of the redistribution department. Mr. Nashwan Ahmed and Mr. Zakaria Adan, the head of the sections of distribution and troubleshooting. The Women's Association of Dora, which is fighting against female genital mutilations and early marrying, laureate of the Grand Prizes of the Head of State, Social Editions 2018, has undertaken information and sensitization activity through songs and sketches of this for the inhabitants living in the surrounding localities of the sub-prefectures of Dora. It has also installed a awareness board to sustain these activities. The association has invited to the closing party of Balhus sensitization activity the regional authority, Mr. Ali Dini, elected regional of council's customers chief to take part in these activities among a large crowd of the population. Speakers in turn expressed this disadvantage to the female genital mutilation on the physical and mental health of girls. All highlighted the suffering endured by young girls at a young age, as well as the danger they face during pregnancy. Officials who have followed the microphone have said that this cultural practice has no connection with the Muslim religion. Regarding the early wedding practice cited in the localities for several years, the association has organized the cultural sketch accompanied by traditional song and poems denouncing these barbaric and outdated practices. At the end of this sensitization activity, the participants promised to perpetuate the fight against its scourge with the association and declarations to abandon both practices. This Friday, December 28, 2018, was held in the meeting room of the gymnasiums of the State High School. The elective General Assembly of the Djibouti Basketball Federation. The organizing commission has registered the candidacy of a single person to now the outgoing president, Mr. Jilani Mohamed Douale. The proceedings of the assembly were supervised by the bailiff 15 and of this 11 voting clubs, the 2 clubs was recorded. Then the 9 clubs present at the elective General Assembly all voted for the candidate Jilani Mohamed Douale. The Secretary of State for Youth and Sport was represented by the Director of Sport, Mr. Abshir Ali Hassan, and the National Olympic and Sport Committee Djibouti was represented by Mrs. Saida Sakine. Treasurers of the committee, Mr. Jilani Mohamed Douale, outgoing president, has been renewed with more than 92% of vote for a new term of 4 years. This result reflects the confidence of the various affiliate basketball clubs in the federations by electing Mr. Jilani Mohamed Douale, President of the Djibouti Basketball Federation. The WAMI NGO organized Wednesday afternoon a ceremony to launch the football competition between the private high schools of the law. The objective of this sporting competition is to reinforce the bonds between the students and to allow to benefit in this kind of competition to develop. The WAMI NGO organizes this tournament in collaboration with the Ministry of National Education and Youth Sports Secretariat. The launching ceremony of this tournament saw the participation of the Director of Local Office of the Non-Governmental Organizations, Mr. Maisara Mohammed Saif, as well as the head of the schools, the private of the long Arab language. For the international scene, Egyptian forces killed 14 suspected militants after tourists bus bomb. Listen to the report.
Egyptian security forces have killed 14 suspected militants in 3 separate in North Sinai and Giza, a day after a bomb attack on a tourist pass near Giza. The perimeter that killed 4 people. It was unclear whether the raids were directly connected to Friday's attack. Egyptian Interior Minister said only that 13 of those killed during 2 raids on hideouts in Giza were tourist elements planning attack on a state. Police found a large number of weapon ammunition and bomb-making material. Security forces also killed 10 suspected militants in North Sinai capital.
Turkish-backed rebels vow to resist this Syrian government troops. Listen to this report.
In Syria, Turkish-backed rebel forces are claiming they are in position to take control of the northern city of Manbij and are promising to resist any attempt by Syrian government to recapture it. The city has become a focus of tensions following the U.S. government's decision to withdraw its forces from the region. Turkey is backing this rebel force as a means of containing the Kurdish UPG militia, which it sees as a terrorist organization. Stripped of the stabilizing impact of the American presence, the Kurdish force have asked for protection from Damascus against the threat of a full-scale Turkish offensive.
This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.